You absolutely don't understand. I can't make a voice this small. My voice cords can't go this low, dude.
Let's look at the new cards, chat. I've not even thought about these cards. I briefly glimpsed at them. I've not heard any other streamer's opinion on these cards. This is an absolute first impression. So, alright, let's have a look at Monastery of Hirana. Create a Sanctuary in hand at the round start. So this does nothing to turn its play. Sanctuary, recall an ally, can't be cast in... Oh no! I mean, this would be really cool if... Oh no, but it can't be used as a... Oh, that sucks, dude. Can't be cast in combat? Why? Even if it could be cast in combat, it wouldn't really be that OP. It would just be really cool. Like, I would play this. I would make decks around this, but you can't, like, use it in response to any spell or anything. It's like a slow card, basically. This would be... It would be... I know it would be broken, but that's what makes it fun, dude. That's what would make it fun. I mean... Let's think about it in all seriousness. Yeah, Yasuo deck, pretty much. Like, you pull back your Stun Spider, for example. You can pull back a couple of units that have... Okay. Reuse Palm. Yeah, exactly. It has good uses. Look, it has its uses for sure. But it's not a card I'm excited about. I can see myself playing this in my Mina deck, though. In my Mina deck, this would be a lot of fun. There's another card that does something similar, right? It's this one, Homecoming. Recall an ally unit or landmark to recall an enemy deck. Enemy unit. Ooh. This is interesting, too. Is that a worse will? I don't know. I feel like it's a meme card. It's kind of cool you can get rid of landmarks. That's a bonus. You can get rid of landmarks, but it's very, very, very situational, right? You have to literally build a deck that wants your units to be recalled. It's a significantly worse will, yeah, basically, but it can target landmarks, and there are stuff that you want to pull back sometimes. Yeah, it just sucks. It's way too expensive. Like, this has to be cheaper than will. Shouldn't this be like 3 mana? In all seriousness, Jeff, shouldn't this be 3 mana? Why is it the same price as will? It hits landmarks, yeah, but you literally lose tempo by playing it. Maybe 4 mana, but like, it can't be 5 mana. Like, will is literally 10 times as good. Anyway, yeah, not a fan. This whole thing, it's not enough, I think. I'm not feeling it. Like, compare this. Guys, in all seriousness, compare Homecoming. Like, for example, to go get it. Look how much better this is. Look how much better of a card this is if you want to play that kind of archetype. You get to keep a copy of it and reduce the cost to 0. I mean, come on!
It's better than will in the scenario you can save your unit from something while recalling an enemy and you save your deny.
Okay, so yes, it is better in the case where you're saving a unit, true. But you're not really saving, you're just pulling it back to your hand. So it's not the same as saving. Because, like, unless you have a 6-mana unit, you still have to play the 6 mana to play it again. You're still losing all of the mana that the unit represented in the first place. So all you're doing is like drawing a card, in essence. You're not saving the unit. Yeah, it's too expensive, I think, for what it wants to do. It's just too expensive. Betting there's going to be an archetype with recall synergy. I mean, there already are. I played one yesterday. The Mina Swiftfoot one, it has a lot of recalls on purpose because you just want to recall the Minas and replay them over and over again. But still, I'm not feeling it. I think it's too expensive for what it does. It's just too expensive. Alright, anyway. This is pretty cool. I think this can fit in that kind of archetype, because 1 mana is not expensive. This is expensive. I don't think this can really fit easily. The Scargrounds. When an ally survives damage, granted +1 attack and tough. Ooh. First thing I think of is the 3-2 from Freljord, because it's already Freljord, that does 1 AoE every single turn. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Scarmother, right? Then we have Braum, who's really good with this as well. Because he actually curves out 3 to 4, right? And if you pass turn 1 and 2, drop this on 3, you actually have Braum plus Brahms plus 3/3. There's a lot of things you can do. I like this. This is actually pretty decent in Vlad decks as well. Because this buff goes before they hit face. After Vlad hits everything for 1, they get +1 attack and tough before they even hit face or get blocked. So this is really cool with Vlad. This actually might make Vlad more competitive. It's very good with Vlad. Giving everything tough is amazing. Tough is a really, really undervalued keyword. It's a very good keyword. Like the best mana luck, and only for 3. I mean, if it costs 7 mana, you would never play it, and people still play Howling Abyss for 7. So it's the best landmark because it's so cheap. I don't know if it's the best one, but I think it's really, really, really decent. Like, you need a very specific deck to take advantage of this. But this is a big you to what do you call those decks? Go hard decks. Like this really messes up go hard decks. So go hard decks are like, wait, what? What do I do now? How do I kill these things? They're all tough. So this could be pretty good versus go hard.
You want a complicated fun combo with Sanctuary. Use Possession, take control of an enemy follower, and then it's yours forever.
I mean, yeah. That's a cool combo, actually. I wish there were more ways to do that. It is a cool combo, I agree. Alright, cool combo. I like it. I mean, I actually see potential for this Monastery of Hirana. I don't see that much potential for Homecoming, but yeah, this has potential for sure. Scargrounds, wow, it's going to be pretty cool to see. Might make Vlad more viable. I'm happy to see this. But yeah, not really that much to say. I mean, this is Vlad, this is Braum, this is Scar Maiden. It's just a really good value landmark. I like it a lot.
Wiggly Burblefish.
Alright. Elusive 3/1 for 6 mana. Trash, but let me see what it does. Reduce my cost by 1 for each spell you've cast this game. Okay. A little bit better. It creates stuff, and it gets discounted by 1 for each spell. And we know for sure that PNZ is going to be running an elusive list that has create from Victor and has create from that little 1/3/2 cost unit. So both of them make like 1 cost stuff. So this could theoretically be really cheap, really fast. So I mean, maybe there's like something decent that can be made out of this. It's like I'm thinking of like a TF Wiggly Burblefish Victor PNZ list. Maybe it's doable. It's not that bad. Then you can just put like Teemo and what's his face, Teemo Fizz, even with Wiggly and yeah, I can see it. I can see this thing play. This might be a competitive card. This could realistically get discounted super fast. No. I think this could be competitive in some cases.
Oh boy, a 6-cost Jettison. What a good card for Bilge.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like a 2 or 3 cost card very fast. I don't mind the card. I think it's a decent top deck. It gives you a spell, and it gives you a 3/1 elusive unit. It's not bad. What one of spells are in Bilgewater? I mean, it depends what your other region is, right, as well. Zap is just better. Yeah, Zap is a better card. Probably. This hits for 3, but Zap doesn't die to pings, right? It's okay. I think it might see play. I don't think it's that bad. But really not that much to say about it. Boomship. Deal 1 to a unit that summon powder kegs equal to the amount of damage you dealt. Oh. So if you have 2 powder kegs, it's going to make 3 powder kegs. It makes one more than what you have currently. That's interesting. Yeah, Boomship, meh. I don't know, dude. It's 3 cost and it's slow. It seems kind of bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see myself playing this. I don't feel excited about playing this. If this was fast, I'd be so down for it. But being slow and costing 3 to most of the time do 1 to 2 damage. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Because you just play like Glimpse and it doesn't even make you the powder kegs. It's like a bad champion card, Petrify. You said it, brother. It's like a bad champion card. Yeah, no, not my cup of tea. The slow speed does kill it. It does. No. Make it rain is better. For sure. Unyielding kegs again. Maybe. You know what? I'm not even kidding. In an unyielding kegs deck, this is a card you would definitely run. Because it doubles your kegs, right? If you have 4 kegs on board, you'll have 9 after you play this. So this is a guaranteed double your kegs. You don't even need to play like Ionia to do... Like, you don't need a 3rd region to multiply kegs. So, double +1, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you would play this in Unyielding Kegs. I might even make it a deck like that. This is a meme activator. I like it. This is a meme card for sure. That's theirs. All right, before I talk about this card, what did all the professionals say about this card? What did Swim and everyone else say? Garbage? Bad? Garbage? Trash? I disagree, dude. This ain't that bad. What do you mean? Really? You know, I expected them to say that. Well, I'm going to be the first one. I'm going to be the first one that says I think this is playable. I think it'll see play. I'm going to be the first one. This is going to see play, chat. You guys don't understand. 8/8 is a decent body for 8. It's in Freljord, which means it's playable. Freljord suffers versus wide aggro decks. Problem Freljord has is it can't play unit blocker plus avalanche on the same instance because you want to play either avalanche or blocker, right? You can't play both in the same time. Well, now you can. Now you can play a blocker plus an avalanche. Furthermore, this has multiple uses. You can get rid of all landmarks or deal 2 damage to all other units. So this literally on its own beats Soraka Kench for one because it doesn't replace the landmarks. It doesn't Will of Ionia them back to the hand. No, it obliterates them. So it's going to actually destroy an entire archetype on its own as a card. Like, it's an insta-win versus Soraka Kench. I mean, this does a lot of stuff, chat. What are you smoking? This'll definitely be playable. Usually it's a 1 of. I don't think this is a 3 of. But I'm not even kidding, some decks might even run 2 or 3, depending on the meta. Depending on the meta, some decks might run 2 or 3 of these. If the meta... Like, if there's a very heavy, like Tom Kench meta with aggro, with discard aggro, and you're playing a ramp deck, right? You're playing ramp, so you're getting this on, like, mana 6 pretty often. You don't understand. Let's say discard aggro has a full board. You know what the problem is with full board on discard aggro? You avalanche, Jinx survives and hits your face for 5. Not anymore! Because now you avalanche and you have an 8/8 blocker in the same time. I mean, that's very good. Same thing happens. You're playing versus Mistwraiths. You avalanche, but his 4/3 survives, and he hits you face for 4, even though you killed his Mistwraiths, right? Well, not anymore. You avalanche. He plays Risen Mist and attacks on top of it. Not anymore. You guys don't understand how strong it is to play an avalanche and a blocker in the same instance. It's really good, dude. It's really good. This is the reason Vile Feast is so good, because it removes a unit and gives you a blocker in the same time. How many times have you guys killed a 4/1 and chump blocked a 4/3 in the same turn because of Vile Feast? That's what makes Vile Feast good. If Vile Feast didn't give a blocker, it wouldn't be close to as good. You get a 2-for-1 in the same instance. So, it is expensive, but the body is good for blocking. It gets super high value for blocking. And it deals with aggro. And even if it was just a deal 2 and no landmark, I think it would be playable. Even if the landmark part wasn't a part of it, I think it would be playable just for the 2 to all damage. Adding on top of it all landmarks. When we see some really cool landmarks coming out soon, you guys are smoking something I'm not, because I hard disagree with Swim and everyone else then, if they're saying this card is trash. This card is so versatile. It's never a bad card, especially in Freljord. A deck that doesn't have a wide board early. A deck that runs things like, for example, Braum, who's really good with this, who can even generate Poros on top of it. A deck that runs stuff like Tryndamere, who couldn't care about 2 HP. A deck that runs early ramps, so it doesn't even have units on board, and opponent usually goes wide early because of it. War Mother this. Yeah, for sure. And if War Mother pulls it out, it's an 8/8 for free. It's not bad. You guys are smoking something. I'm not, because if the streamers are saying this is trash, well, you guys are gonna see how wrong those streamers are. Problem is,
Use
you wanna
Roar and
play
you get a
Trend on 8, not
0-cost
this.
avalanche. Also, it helps behold.
No. How? Let's say you're playing versus Fearsome. They have 3 mist rates on board, and you're on mana 8. You're gonna play Tryndamere? They're just gonna laugh at you. They're gonna take 8 to face, open attack next turn, and kill you. No.
Someone need to tell it that stares that it's warm in the corner since it's always 90 degrees.
Let's say you're playing versus Soraka Kench, and they have a board. You play Tryndamere in 8? Why? So you can get eaten by Kench and laugh at you? No. You play this and destroy all their landmarks. I mean, what? You don't want to play Trend on 8 very often. You don't even play Trend on 8. Very often you pass on 8, or you're playing stuff like more ramp, or you're playing stuff like, for example, you're an 11 mana, you're going to be playing like avalanches, clearing boards. How often do you play Trend on 8? Only when you're like even on board. There's many matchups you never play Trend on 8, even if you have Trend in hand, because you're usually always behind on board due to your ramp cards. No, this is a comeback mechanism on 8. This is insane on 8. This is what Freljord wants. It ramps, gets the 8 mana, and removes the opponent's board. And if it doesn't need to remove a board, it removes landmarks. It hits. It's like an amazing card. Maybe I'm overhyping it, but this is really good for ramp decks. All right, I think I've overblown it, but it's a behold trigger. This is really an 8/8 is nice stats. I'm not overhyping even. I don't even think I'm overhyping. I think it's just that good. Like, wide boards is the current meta. Look how hard this hits, for example, a Go Hard deck at the moment. Go Hard decks have all small units. Discard aggro, all small units. Fearsomes, all mist wraiths. Versus Harrowing, pretty dang decent versus the current Harrowing decks out there in the meta as well. It's just, it's absolutely great. This card is great, dude. Against mid-range, it's bad. It's still an 8 mana 8/8. This is not an 8 mana do 2 to everything. It's an 8/8, dude. This'll chump block everything from mid-range. Plus, it'll kill off all the small units they have. Everybody thought Mind Splitter was trash too. People are insane. Synergy with Scargrounds, Scarmother decks too. Don't forget that. Maybe.
Use Go Get It on it and you get 2 avalanches.
I don't know if you play this if you run landmarks though, because then you don't have that much versatility because you're hurting yourself if you're running a landmark. So I'm not sure. You 2 avalanches. Use Go Get It on it. You can't. No, it doesn't work. This is a play effect. It's not a summon effect. This is a summon effect. Combine it with barrels for free board wipe. Funsmith or whatever. Yeah, there's ways to amplify this, but the point is that I think this is very strong. I want to say this is even stronger than Scargrounds, but it's hard to say because I haven't really played enough self-damage decks to know if this is really tier 1 or not, but these are pretty similar to me. Yeah, I really like this card. The Grapplr in me loves this kind of card. This is great, dude. This is great. And it doesn't even hurt itself with Avalanche, which is crazy. It's so versatile, so it will find a meta to be played. I mean, in the current meta, it's really good. Hot take. I think Homecoming is the best card of the 6. You're drunk. Homecoming is the worst card of the 6, I think. I think this is... I mean, Boomship's pretty bad as well. I don't know. But I think Boomship theoretically could find a home. Like, I'm even thinking of, like, a weird, like, I don't know. The fact that it costs 3 mana is really good in some sense. Like, you could play this with the Tri-Beam. I wonder if there's a Tri-Beam deck this can fit in. Because Tri-Beam decks are very interesting. I wonder if this is a Tri-Beam deck you could play it in. I don't know. I don't know if you can make a Tri-Beam Keg deck. Or like a Tri-Beam, what's her face? The one that Funsmith, yeah. Tri-Beam Funsmith deck. It could actually be a thing. The fact that it costs 3 is very interesting. So, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Tri-Beam is designed for Victor, I think. Is it? Why? But yeah. Very, very interesting. I like it a lot. I like it. I like the meme they can build. The meme decks they can build. But I think it's... I can't say if it's bad or not. I'm inclined to say it's bad. Like I said at the beginning, I think it's bad. But I think it has some potential to see play if the right kind of deck can find a way to include it and make it good. Homecoming sucks. I think this is not seeing competitive play. Like, I don't think this is seeing competitive play unless a new card comes out that wants to be recalled really badly. If there's a new card that comes out, especially a cheap card, like let's say a 2-cost something that's very good at being recalled, this might see play. But other than that, with the current set, I think this is not seeing play. Not at a level tier 1 level. So, keep in mind, I mean, every time you see elusive come out as a new card, that's a little scary. Because elusive decks tend not to have enough elusives to be elusive decks. This, like, current Fizz elusive, this can fit into it very easily. And current Fizz elusive with Freljord is not that bad. It runs stuff like Battle Fury. The fact you can play a 0-cost 3-1 on mana 8 and drop a Battle Fury on top of it is amazing. That's 11 damage to face for 8 mana. And that's nothing to laugh at. Like, you can drop this for 0 on mana 8 very consistently if you played 6 spells. If your deck is built to do that. Drop, like, that's not a joke. It's very, very mana efficient in the right kind of deck. It can push damage you're not expecting. Like, for example, mana 8, you drop Wiggly Burblefish for 0 mana. He plays Avalanche. You drop on top of that Battle Fury, and you're hitting. You might OTK him that turn. Homecoming lets you do empty blocks with Concussive Palm. In Karma Ezreal for bonus stall. Plus the enemy target lets you level easy faster. That is true. I mean, it's pretty good with Palm and empty blocks, as you say. I like that. You can Palm. You have a chump blocker. One is stunned. He attacks with another unit. You chump block that unit. You pull back the Palm, and like it can be a very good defensive card with Palm. But what if you don't draw Palm? What else are you playing it with? Because you can't just this can't be a designated Palm card, right? This can't just be a Palm card. It has to do more than that. What other cards does it really work well with other than Palm? Because Palm it does work well with. But what else? How does Boomship work exactly? It deals damage to a unit, and the amount of damage it dealt, it summons that many kegs. So if you do 1 damage to a unit, it will summon 1 keg afterwards. If you have 3 kegs on board, it's going to do 4 damage and then summon 4 kegs after the 3 kegs are gone. You're going to have 4 kegs after the effect. Guys, also, can we get a big fat F in chat for Howling Abyss and 7-cost landmarks? I was saying this like from the beginning of this entire expansion months ago. Guys, imagine this. 7-cost landmark, you drop an 8/8 that destroys it. The opponent just lost. Do you see the difference in play? I have an 8/8, he has a 0 effect. He just quits immediately. I got a free 8/8 on board for 1 mana. I am excited to play them. I really am.
My voice doesn't go this high. I'm too tiny. I can't. Get me out of here. Make me bigger.